Hey everyone, welcome back to Ride Zone Bikes, your home for the most in-depth, honest, and exciting two-wheeled reviews on the web. Today, we've got something incredibly special that adventure riders and Royal Enfield fans have been waiting for with bated breath. We're diving into the all-new 2025 Royal Enfield Himalayan 450A, a machine that's more than just a facelift or an update. This is a completely reimagined beast, built from the ground up to dominate rough terrain, cruise highways, and do everything in between. Trust me, by the end of this video, you're going to want to throw a leg over this motorcycle. Let's start with the overall presence of the Himalayan 450. One glance and it's clear Royal Enfield has poured their soul into evolving this iconic adventure tourer. The bike looks taller, sleeker, and more purpose-built than ever before. Gone are the slightly dated lines of the older Model A, replaced by sharp, aggressive design cues that scream adventure readiness. At the front, it sports a new LED headlamp setup which not only improves nighttime visibility but also gives the bike a more modern and premium appeal. The circular design has been retained, staying true to its Himalayan roots, but the DRL ring and focused beam pattern instantly bring it into 2025. The windscreen is adjustable, which is a welcome addition. You can now raise or lower it to suit your height or riding position, whether you're standing on the pegs or tucked in for a long highway haul. Right above the headlamp sits a small but rugged instrument tower, complete with mounts for navigation and other accessories, a nod to true adverb design. The front fender is dual-purpose, floating high above the front wheel for that unmistakable off-road look, and there's a secondary hugger-style fender to keep mud off your boots. From the side, the silhouette is tall and lean, almost rally bike inspired. The fuel tank is sculpted with deep ear recesses, and while it holds just under 17 liters, the new engine's efficiency means you're still looking at excellent touring range. The frame is all new, a trellis design that not only shaves weight but also improves handling and rigidity. It's a big leap from the old double cradle setup. The seat height now sits at around 825 millimeters. But Royal Enfield has done something really smart, offering an adjustable seat height setup from the factory. That means shorter riders can lower it down, while taller adventurers can raise it for more legroom and better control when standing. The seat itself is wider, flatter, and more comfortable for both rider and pillion. You'll notice the subframe is bolt-on, a huge plus for those who might be traveling long distances or modifying their bike for luggage racks, tail tidy kits, or aftermarket accessories. Speaking of luggage, there are integrated mounts now that allow for panniers and top boxes to be installed cleanly without the need for a spider web of external frames. Moving to the rear, things are minimal and utilitarian, just the way we like it on an adventure bike. The tail section is clean, with a compact LED tail lamp and minimal bodywork. The rear rack is sturdy, made to handle soft luggage or a top box without a fuss. Turn indicators are LED units all around, with flexible stalks that should survive minor drops. The swing arm is beefier, and the new monoshock is now preload and rebound adjustable, offering much better rear end support on rough trails and while carrying loads. Let's talk about what really matters, the engine. And oh boy, Royal Enfield has pulled a rabbit out of the hat with this one. Underneath the rugged skin of the Himalayan 450 lies a brand new 452cc single-cylinder, liquid-cooled engine. Yes, finally, liquid cooling. This is a dock setup that revs freely and puts out around 40 horsepower and 40 newton-meters of torque. On paper, that might not sound monstrous, but in real-world terms, it's a massive improvement over the previous generation. The power delivery is incredibly linear, with plenty of low and grunt for trail work and a nice top-end punch for highway cruising. The throttle response is smooth, thanks to a ride-by-wire system. That also means we have riding modes now. The Himalayan 450 comes with road and off-road modes, altering throttle mapping and ABS behavior to suit the terrain. In off-road mode, the rear ABS can be fully disabled, letting you slide the rear wheel confidently through loose terrain. And traction control, that's now included too, a first for Royal Enfield. The system is switchable, which is great because some riders prefer more raw connection with the bike, especially off-road. One of the biggest improvements is the new 6-speed gearbox. The shifts are slick, precise, and the addition of a slipper clutch is a game-changer for both on-road stability and trail control. No more clunky gear changes or stalling on steep descents. And with the optional quick-shifter accessory, things only get smoother on the road. This bike feels refined and stable at speeds above 100 km per hour. There's no buzzing, no shaking, just a planted feel that inspires confidence even for new riders. The exhaust note is throaty without being obnoxious. It sounds like it means business. Suspension is handled by USD forks at the front with long travel around 200 mm, and they're now adjustable too. That's a huge step up for riders who like to dial in their suspension based on their weight, riding style, or the kind of terrain they tackle. Off-road, the bike is agile and capable. The ground clearance sits at an impressive 230 mm, which is more than enough for gnarly trails, river crossings, and rock hopping. The weight has been kept in check too, at around 196 kg curb. It's surprisingly manageable thanks to the new chassis geometry and improved weight distribution. Brakes are courtesy of Bybri, with a 320 mm disc up front and a 270 mm disc at the rear. The feel at the lever is progressive, and there's decent bite. With the dual-channel ABS and off-road mode tweaks, you're never left feeling out of control. Tires are dual-purpose rubber from seat, but you can easily switch to more aggressive off-road options if your adventures demand it. The 21-inch front and 17-inch rear setup is retained, staying true to its adverb DNA. Technology-wise, the Himalayan 450 gets a beautiful circular TFT display. It's crisp, easy to